Well, there is definitely no time to rest, at least not for this next guest. We have Deacon Tom Roberts here with us. He's with the Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada, a group that operates 365 days a year, providing programs such as Meals on Wheels, Homeless to Home, and even day and evening shelters for those who need it the most around Las Vegas. Deacon Tom Roberts, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's talk about the big thing. You guys, as Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada, celebrating 75 years. First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Second, what are you guys planning for this big celebration?
This is an important year for us, 75 years of service for some of the most vulnerable people here in Southern Nevada, whether it's Nevada seniors or people that are homeless, anyone who's hungry, adoption services, the shelter services that you mentioned. So lots of wonderful ways that we're able to give back to the community. We have a number of events scheduled for this year to try to continue to make sure that as long as we're needed in the community, that we have the resources to continue to go forward. So a big fundraiser in April called the Heart of Hope, recognizing St. Rose Hospitals and Ed Skonecki, two folks in the community that have supported us for so many years. So throughout the year, there are going to be wonderful things that we'll plan to continue to make sure that for as long as we're needed in the community, we'll be here.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You guys are open 365 days. You said check religion at the door. You guys help anyone who needs it. Anything the community can do to help you guys in order to help other people?
Sure. We operate largely through donations. So donations of cash. People can go on our website to learn more about how to donate so that we can really make good use of those resources. We take large food donations. We have a wonderful food pantry that gives people a chance to come in and shop for the items that they need. Today we'll feed 1,000 people in our dining room that would probably not eat if it wasn't for those resources. Meals on Wheels services 2,000 Nevada seniors, allowing them to stay at home and have independence and have a good quality meal. But sadly, we still have folks on a waiting list for services because we simply don't have the money to be able to support all those resources. So people that want to donate their time in a volunteer capacity, their talents, and as well as their treasures, whether it's donating foodstuffs or cash, that allows us to buy food at a reduced price. So really we can help as many people as we can.
Definitely. And 75 years, obviously, a really long time. So how has Catholic Charities just changed over this course of time?
Adoption Services was the very first program that started back in 1941, and we are still doing adoption services. Last year we placed 25 new children with loving families. So that continues to be a big part of our program. I mentioned the food programs. That's something that's really important, that unfortunately as the economy starts to recover, people that we serve are not yet seeing that level of recovery. So there's still great needs in the dining room for food, the food pantry. We have a WIC program for women, infants, and children's. So we help not only homeless and homebound seniors, but families and anyone who needs help and hope, especially during this time of year when, as these holidays are over, sometimes it's easy to forget that people are still struggling and still need support because we are here every single day of the year.
Any big plans for the next 75 years?
I hope in 75 years we'll have addressed food insecurity and shelter services that we won't necessarily need to be here in 75 more years. But as long as we are needed, we'll be here to help anyone who needs help and hope.
Well, thank you for everything you do for our community. But to help join them and help celebrate the Catholic Charities 75 years community service, you can join them at the 6th annual Heart of Hope Luncheon on April 22nd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Red Rock Resort. For information on tickets, call the number that you see right there on your screen. Thank you so much for joining us today. And stick with us here on Good Morning Las Vegas for more top headlines.